what I'm curious about is really about how you think about engaging as a growing company in this complex policy stuff. And you have this approach that's very real and curious, and also like, whatever, I'm staying out of this. But at some point, you've started to build something really real and you want to protect it and stick up for it. And I'm wondering if you are getting involved personally and thinking about using the voice that you've created to bring all of these new consumers into the space and teach them about THC. If you're thinking about bringing that to the steps of state legislatures and advocating for the plant and for access.
So in my entire professional career, I've never liked to talk about politics, really take a stance publicly one way or another. Just because like I had restaurants and bars for 17 years, our customers were on both sides. So I had to stay very vanilla. Even though I know as a business leader I should use my voice, it's hard because I love all of our customers and I don't really necessarily care. Like I do care, but I want to take care of them and they will have their own reasons to sit on one side or the other. As far as the smokable, I'm not a smoker and we have this thing called customer personas. We like who like number one customer. Like obviously it's not one person, but like who does she represent? The person who's buying the most from us, the person who's a repeat customer. Or like she's a 40-year-old professional who has at least one child, who still works, her professional job. She's not smoking. And so for me, that's an easy why would I bring in smokables? You have to think people wear Lululemon or Nike or whatever the brand is because it's a representation of themselves. And so if our customer already doesn't smoke, I don't want them to maybe not want to purchase from Soberish because we don't present her well. But for now, again, I don't like to talk politics. Smokables work for a lot of people, and the high milligram dosage and all the things work for a lot of people. That's not who I'm fighting for, which is my customer.
Yeah, yeah. This industry sucks you into politics. I've waffled on this a lot because all my life I was like, I never want to be close to politics, and then I got into the cannabis industry, and like, boom, there I am. And sometimes I take a step back. I'm like, it would be so much easier just to run my company on whatever game board is in front of me, and I would probably save 30% of my time.
Nice though.
uh,
Like, I've found that when you do have a voice, it's a reason, and that you put a story behind it and that you have empathy for those on the other side because typically there is something tragic, a reason why families or people don't want a certain product in the market, and we as an industry should empathize with them and not just take the other side, but we need to look at them as mothers, as fathers, as just another human and say, I
mhm.
am so sorry. What can we do? Can we not sit on opposite sides of the table? Can we literally sit on the same side of the table and try to create something that works for everyone so that doesn't happen again? And
Mhm.
I don't know. So it's like not to get involved, but I just would hope that the brands, when they do, that they take that approach. And I'm trying to take that approach. For example, I sent out an email to 100,000 plus emails today saying, hey, if you are so inclined, there's this thing happening at the federal government, blah, blah, blah. Here's the form. If you want to quickly take literally 1 minute of your time to fill out. If you do not, that is fine. I just want you to know what's happening in our space, and I would really appreciate it. And please let me know if you have any questions.